If you're considering getting one or both of this double-sided tape for clothing and skin, here are the top 3 things you need to consider before you make your purchase. The first is to know which tape provides the strongest all-day hold without peeling or shifting. The second is to know which product removes cleanly without irritating the skin or leaving residue. The third is to know which tape is easier to use and perform better across different fabric types. Alright, so for context, my wife is heading to a wedding, so she bought a dress that requires some tape. So we've been trying different tapes to see which one works best for her. And I'm also doing this video to provide enough information so that you can make the best decision for you. The way we're going to approach this test is that we are going to try each tape on 3 different fabric types: polyester, jeans, and cotton. We're going to attach the tape to my forearm, and then we're going to apply the fabric to it, and we're going to do a pull test and to see which fabric stays on my skin the longest. And whoever stays the longest will be crowned the victor. Why am I doing it this way? Is because I really want to demonstrate exactly how long you might potentially have this tape last as you use it throughout the day. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start with this one. This thing is kind of long, which I like because it kind of wraps around, so it covers a decent amount of area. Then I peel the other side of it, and then I press it down onto my skin and make sure that all the gaps, as much gaps as possible, is removed. Give this thing a fair chance. And my wrist is a good place for me to put it because there's a curvature here in my forearm and is managing to wrap around and actually like fill the gap here. Now that we have it attached to my skin, I'm peeling off the rest of it. Then I'm gonna apply the fabric to it, and I'm press it down, make sure I give it a firm press. Give this thing a nice pull. Look at that. Look how strong this thing is. Like it will pull. Look, it is like it will legitimately pull my hand across this line. So if this fabric was like, look at this. The fabric basically, okay, make sure I'm back on the other side of the line, but look at this. The fabric is basically across the line. All right, that's how long it took this to come off my skin. Now we're jumping into this one. Here we go, pull test starting now. Okay, what I love about this, and after using it often because I've used it, is that it is actually really strong. Like for me to allow like this fabric to really go the distance it needs to go, like if I let go of my arm right now, I'm gonna just, look at that. I would just pull it across the table. That is how incredible this thing is. I would just pull it across the table because it is really that strong. But for the sake of this test, I'm placing my arm firmly on the table and I'm just strictly pulling to see how far I can go before it comes off. So I am really going for it. All right, that's how long it took this one to come off my skin when it comes to polyester. Now we're jumping into jeans. I'm gonna pull across the line. Here we go. I'm pulling, I'm pulling. It's staying pretty on. Yeah, nah, this thing is pretty cool. Obviously, the jean is more strong, and I like the jean. I could pull harder, but if you're using this on a dress, like you already know, it's like lighter. It's good, but this is jeans is harder. So, but even that, I'm still managing to pull the fabric. All right, that's how long it took this one to come off my skin with jeans. Now we're jumping into this one, the starting line. All right, now we're pulling. My anticipation and experience is that the jean, because it's a stronger material, pulls faster and sooner, so we stopped right about here. There you have it. That's how long it took this one to come off my skin with jeans. Now we're jumping into cotton. We're pulling, staying on pretty well. This exactly proves my point. If your dress or your outfit is lighter, and gives more stretch and more, like if your dress has more give versus jeans, then this thing will stay on longer for sure. Okay, there you have it. That's how long it took this one to come off my skin with cotton. Jumping into this one, we're pulling. Yeah, again, the lighter the fabric, the much easier the bond is. Like I really am pulling for sure. So harder for jeans, but polyester, cotton, anything light fabric, especially dresses, like this thing is thick and on, it's staying there. All right, that's how long it took this one to come off my skin when it comes to cotton. All right, there is a clear victor for this one across the board with all fabric types. So we're gonna go ahead and crown this one the victory overall. So if you're still considering, I would say go get this one. This one is gonna serve you very well.